Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Son of Mogeth and today I'm playing Species again. I've wanted to get back to playing this regularly, but I always get distracted with other things, so I got given some advice. Previously, I'd been trying to create like a human sort of species in this, and it wasn't going so well, like they don't live, to put it bluntly. And one of the suggestions I got was that they're too big. I mean, effectively trying to grow giants instead of humans. And the energy it takes for them to move is more than the energy they get from their food. Which actually makes a lot of sense. What I'm going to try and do today is, again, try and evolve us some humans, but they're going to be little humans. They're going to be micro humans. If you look at the humans that I tried to evolve previously, they were larger than the trees in the world, which, when you look at it, is, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. This time, and I do have a world already created with a template set up that we're going to trying to achieve. But I'm having a lot of trouble recording again today, like I did yesterday. If you don't know about that, go check yesterday's video, the Castlevania video. I just couldn't get a decent recording and I was getting all stressed and angry and whatnot. You have to excuse me, I've got hiccups again today. And the result was I was just too angry to do anything seriously, so I just did something that I knew I'd enjoy making, even if it didn't turn out too well, which it didn't. But today, I think I'm going to do this. I've got this world called Microhumans. This game is in super early access. It just crashed. It just crashed. I was going to say that it crashes a lot because it's super early access. It's so early access, in fact, that yeah, it's not even a one version. There we go. I think that's it back now. God knows what that's going to look like. Let's try loading up this world again. Go. Yay, it worked. I don't know why it crashed previously. I really don't. But there we go. It's suspiciously quiet, but I'm all right with it. We'll deal with it. Okay, so if we pop into the nursery, capture. Oh, I guess I forgot to put creatures in actually in the nursery. This is what we're trying to make. It's a micro human. I've made it as small as is sensible to do. I could make it smaller, but once it's stood upright, things get a little bit kind of complicated. So wait, are there animals in the nursery or not? Alright, let's just capture some of these guys and dump them in there. There are potato creatures outside the nursery. However, I'm just going to let them evolve. I'm just going to let them do their thing. So we're trying to turn this into this, and it's going to take a while. Meanwhile, the potato creatures, if I can get a good look at them, these are the basic ones that you start off. I'm just going to let them do their thing, see what they turn into. Let's get it all nice and sped up. What I can do, you can see slow. Oh, that gets me every bloody time when it auto saves. It makes me freak the hell out. But you can see, like, this is what we've got. And this is what we need to turn it into. So it needs to grow arms and legs. It needs to grow eyes. Oh, it's got one. Oh, it's got two. Oh, it's got one. It's two. One, two, one. It's freaking out. And it's got to put them in the right position. And it's got to grow like limb tips, which I've set as hands. There's a lot that needs doing here, and the more complex a species is, the less likely it is to survive. Because complex species require a lot of energy, they breed very specifically, and yeah, but kind of by definition, they don't do well. The simplest life forms are always the most successful, I guess. It's not really the right word for it, but... Ooh, we've got a new species of thing. Let's check this out. It's probably just two different types of potato. So this one has actually got legs. Or oh, this is the player species. Apparently this is the one in the nursery. Huh. That's interesting. I'm just going to let it run. Going to have an explore. And I'm going to, you know, save it regularly. So when it inevitably crashes again... It'll, Sorry, I just got distracted by the vast amount of... Oh, we've hit the creature cap already. How did that happen? Apparently these things are humping each other's brains out. Also, very, very loud. Yeah, excuse me, I'm going to have a blast on my Halion. My sinuses are still destroying me. This like steroid inhaler thing that the doctor gave me, supposed to help me with dealing with it with my seasonal allergies. I'm not convinced it's helping that much, but ooh. So it has lips. Can you imagine having to walk around like this? Oh, it's also developed the right limb tips. Although I'm not. It's got antennas. Antennae. It's got these things on its mouth or its nose, and these will eventually evolve into eyes and move up. Oh god! Oh, what is it doing? Oh look! It's also got teeny tiny little legs. We're actually making good progress here. Whether it'll survive out in the world, I ain't got a clue. Can I maybe spot one moving around here somewhere? Hang on. Just put it on play. Oh, look, there's one there, look. It died. It died as soon as I looked at it. That happens a lot in this. Where are you, little things? It doesn't help that the trees are in the bloody way, does it? Where are you? What are you doing? Apparently they're all just... What's up with this one? It's seeking oxygen. Wait. Oh, it's got gills for some reason. Huh. Did I screw up? Hang on a minute. Oh god, let me just save it quick. Microhumans... Yes, that's fine. Let's just have a look. Did I screw up somehow? It's just occurred to me, I'm not sure how to change the respiratory system. There we go. Optimization of the respiratory system. Negative values are in water, positive breathe air. So let's put that up to like 1. And start generating some creatures that actually can breathe in the atmosphere. Because that would be, you know, useful. If they could, you know, live. That's going to take a little while. Oh, yep, these are definitely dead uns. Yeah, so currently it's at -4, which is gills. That was my bad. I just screwed it up. We got just slightly, very slightly more upright potatoes. And we've got whatever these are. They kind of look like deformed babies, but they breathe with gills at the moment. So that's a bit rough. Oh, also I forgot to check their dietary requirements. Let's go ahead and do that. Hip, stomach width, height. Oh god, the menus in this are all messed up. Number of features, face, feature, right, okay. I don't think it's in torso, is it? Digestive system. Optimization of the creature's digestive system. Negative values are herbivores. Positive supports carnivory. Actual diet also takes into account head type. Negative values are herbivores. Positive are carnivores. So if I put it at like half. Right. Oh no. Do I actually want this at 0 so they can be omnivores? Oh god, what am I doing? The values on this are so like tetchy. I don't know if you can. That do. Just screw it, right? Right, let's put it on fast forward. And look how fast they're clearing the forests, look. There's so many of them, and they eat so rigorously that they're just destroying the verdant lands that I've created for them. You guys don't want to do that. I am a vengeful god. Nobody's surprised by that statement, let's face it. Everybody here is just like, well, yeah, I knew that was coming. These guys are still looking for oxygen. They need time to evolve lungs. I started them on a bad evolutionary path. Something went extinct and now something's mutated. Let's have a look. Oh god, what even is that? How many of these are there? There's just one. It's a mutant that's probably going to die. This thing was also a mutant that died off, so we're doing well here. Look at this bloody thing. Look at this bloody thing. Every time I play this game, I create hideous monsters. Oh yeah, something went extinct. Oh no, now something else is mutated. God damn, I'm gonna have to keep stopping and starting. This thing kind of has legs. Oh, it also kind of has a tail. Or is that a stinger? I'm just gonna call it a tail. So it probably won't be long before this thing. Oh, although there are 2 of them. There's a bunch of these. There's nearly 2,000 of these. And there's 2 of these. So if these 2 breed together, they might actually turn into a new species rather than just, you know, a mutated freakazoid. I do it all the time. I just constantly create monsters when I'm playing this. It's just the way things go. Oh god, we've got another one. How's this gone? That's a mutant. So this is like a mutated version of this one. There's only one of them, and there's only one of these. So there were 2. One, they had children, which created this one, and then it died, and now this one has died. So when this one dies, this will become a redundant branch, and yeah. Oh, look at these. Look. Oh, and this one. So this mutated into this one, and then it immediately died. It was too beautiful to live. Look at it with it. Oh god. Its antennae, you know, on its upper lip. Just too wonderful for the world. This mutant is still alive, which I'm kind of surprised by. Let's fast forward it again. Let's have a look at this guy. Oh, every bloody time. Oh god, something mutated and then it went extinct and things are happening. It's because I've got a large population, I think. Oh, why? Why are you a thing? There's 4 of these as well now. Die. Look at it. Look at it. You can just see that it's thinking die. Oh, there is only 3 of them. There's 4 of these. I feel like this is a mutation of that. Because they're so similar. These are just still potatoes. They're just, again, very slightly upright. This guy has not even begun to stand upright, but give it time. Yep, something went extinct. I'm not even going to bother to look at that. I'm just going to keep it on fast forward for a little while so we can just oh, god damn it. Things are mutating and they're dying and it's all see what I mean? This mutated into that. Although I feel like it just lost a limb and changed its skin colour. Oh no, it gained a limb and changed its skin colour. Oh no, now there's another one. Old things are happening. That one's this one's trying to grow flippers in the middle of its body so it can both walk and swim. That's an interesting evolutionary path. I'm not even going to. This one's got flippers in the middle of its body. It's also exchanged its legs for. Oh, there's another one just evolved. So this potato group mutated into this, whatever this is with scales. Here's my one that will eventually be a human, I hope. Although I think it's changed its hands, is it not? Huh. Well, let's see how many of these survive over time. Probably not many. In fact, one of them already went extinct, and another one just went extinct. Is there going to be another one? The population is actually going down at the moment because they're competing for food. The different species are all, at each other's throats. It's trying to be human? It's changing so quickly. I know I've got it like on 10 times speed, but look at all this down here as well. It mutated, extinct, mutated, extinct. Things develop and then die so quickly. Look how derpy this thing looks. Who in their right mind would create such a thing? Let's have a look. See if I can. Hang on. See if I can click one. I don't know if they've developed lungs yet. No, they've still got gills. Because of course they have. That'll increase their rate of, well, how successfully they evolve. They're dying at the moment because they can't breathe. Once that changes, they become air breathers. They will, in fact, oh, there you go. That one was aerobic. There you go. They can actually move off and evolve a little bit more, which is pretty awesome. Jesus Christ, this has gone up to 12. The population is skyrocketing. Look at this diagram, look. How do I even manage to keep up? This is a major species now. There are 25 of this. Does it tell me the name? This is Premium Spipherium. Alright. Oh, that's a hairy potato. That one's been left out too long. This is the greater jawed potato, which has actually now gone extinct. Oh, this is... Oh. I'm surprised. I don't know why I keep getting surprised by this. Look at this. Hello, I have a beak and I will peck you. It's 4 of those. One of... This thing has 6 eyes. 3 on that side and 3 on that side. I was unaware such a thing could happen. There's only one of them, so it's probably going to die. It's 4 of these. The legged potato. Oh, there's 12 of these, which are almost identical to these. Only they have legs. Yeah, the only difference is that they have legs. Again, we've got another hairy potato with sort of limbs. Oh, crying. Does that one... What? Oh, it gone extinct, so it doesn't matter. This is the scaled potato. And there's my... Oh, God, it looks horrifying from that angle. Could you not do that, please? Look at how this has gone, look. That's evolution, baby. Things are just getting a bit crazy. But as more species arrive, or should I say evolve, develop, speciation events, that's what they're called. They'll compete for food, which will cause some of them to die off, which actually is a good thing because it'll drive the evolution. The ones best adapted to their environment will continue to live, and the others will just die, leaving the ones, that are well adapted for their environment. It's such an interesting concept to me. Evolution in general. This is one of the reasons why I like these kind of games. Because I'm trying to think of a real world example. Take sharks. People refer to sharks as living fossils because they remain mostly unchanged over like millions of years. The thing is, they don't need to change because they're not perfectly, but remarkably well adapted to the environment in which they live. However, with human beings being a thing that exists, we're changing their environment, and because they're not adapted to the new environment, they die off, which is, why a lot of things dying off. Humans are changing the environment of species well adapted to that environment. Of course, they can't live in a different environment, so they just die. Where creatures that are adapted to multiple environments, like they can migrate with ease, they're actually doing fairly well. I don't want to say very well, or mostly well, but they're doing better than the well-adapted species are. It's all very interesting to me, and it's probably boring for you guys to listen to me rabble on about, but it's a conversation that I end up talking about on a regular basis with various people. I seem to be this kind of person that attracts the nutters online that come and try and tell me that evolution isn't a thing that happens and it's a lie and stuff like that, and like, oh, there's no evidence for it, it can't be observed, and then you give them like examples of evolution being observed and explain to them how it works, roughly. I'm not a biologist, I'm probably telling them things that aren't particularly accurate, but for a layman's conversation, they're like, really? You believe that? And I was like, yeah, I do. Not that it's really a belief like people have religious beliefs. It's I don't know, a proportional amount of confidence in a thing that explains some phenomenon very well. So, like, if you've got a series of explanations, theories in the scientific terminology that can make accurate predictions about the future, and then it's not unreasonable to to have a proportioned confidence in that theory or that group of theories. I feel like I'm rambling. Let me just have a look at our... oh, God, look at this. Look, let me zoom it out. God! What have we got living in this? Well, there's the greater chinned... I can't remember what I call it. I think it was a greater chinned potato. So you've got 140 odd of those. That's interesting. 19 of this. Oh, God damn. 9 of those. I mean, these two, you can tell they're related. One's just a smaller, darker version of the other one. This is the dominant species. There's over 200 of these. Just 2 of those. They're probably going to go extinct soon. 81 of these. Oh, these are the hairy potatoes. They've evolved to have legs at the back and not the front. Because that totally makes sense. And again, you can tell these two are related. One has horns and one doesn't. They're different colour, but that's... oh, God, look at the state of this. 88 of these that are kind of walking upside down at this point. Everything is hideous. Everything is gross. I remember why... I'm going to have nightmares about this game. It just... every time I... just look at this thing. I am a potato. I scoot along the ground like a Roomba and eat the grass. Grr. Sorry, I'm actually losing my mind today. Like I say, I had a rough day for recording yesterday. And it hasn't been that much better today. We've already had one crash and I have no idea how I'm going to edit that. But, you know, things and stuff. So this guy has multiple eyes. He has 8 altogether, 4 on each side. These two are the same type of eye, but these, not only these two different to these two, they're different from each other. So it's got 3 different types of eyes. I don't even know what to say. I don't. It's got like almost a beak and... oh no, that's different. Wait. I'm giving up. I'm giving up trying to explain these things. Let's see how our guy's doing. Well, not crawling anymore. Still doesn't have eyes. Still isn't upright, but it has lifted itself up, which is kind of cool. Let me see if I can just grab one and have a look at his stats. Hey guy, oh, hey you. Please don't die while I'm looking at you. He's breathing air now, which is great. He's an omnivore, hairy skinned, lukewarm blooded. That's an interesting phrase, isn't it? Let's have a look. He's pathetic. Oh, minimal energy capacity, decent walk speed, got low stamina, really slow swim speed, and he gets exhausted. He's perfectly harmless when attacking. And his growth cost is very primitive. Not the total amount of energy it costs this creature to grow to adulthood. Sure. Have a look. What have we got down here? It's an insomniac, so it hardly ever sleeps. It's very brave. It's promiscuous like that. It's a good way of saying that it'll just hump anything that comes within a mile radius of it. It's very heat sensitive. So which becomes uncomfortable, making him more likely to migrate. Oh, I see. So this is interesting. The litter size is quite small. It's having 1.2 children per litter size. Again, all of this is super interesting to me. I was having a conversation yesterday. It was the day before yesterday about this weird bacteria called nylonase. And it was just a regular bacteria that lived in the runoff of a nylon factory, I think in China. And when people were comparing, you know, samples from modern day versions of the bacteria to bacteria from like 100 years ago, which apparently they just have. I'm not sure if they actually had a sample of the bacteria or just an analysis, on paper of the bacteria, but it actually evolved to eat the nylon in the runoff from the nylon factory, which I thought was incredible when you consider that nylon is a entirely man-made substance. It doesn't, it's not like you go out to the rainforest and have a bit of a dig around and find a rich crop of nylon. It's made in a factory, or in factories, I guess. So something that exists entirely in the natural world, not free of human intervention, but not interfered with by humans, as a bacteria would. For that thing to develop in such a short time as well. I mean, nylon's a relatively recent invention. We haven't been utilising it that long. There's just this weird bacteria that was like, there's a lot of this stuff around and not a lot of actual food. I'm gonna eat this, and it probably just died. But the ones that, didn't die lived long enough to breed, and so the trait of being able to consume nylon to survive got passed on to a generation, and then to another one and another one and another one, until this particular bacteria just ate nylon. It's bizarre to me. Can you imagine the same happening for something like, I don't know, denim? A denim eating bacteria. That'd be so amazing to just like mass produce it in like my evil villain lab and set it out into the world to eat people's denim. So, those of you that watch Red Dwarf, and if you don't, I suggest you start, because it's like the best thing that's been on TV in the history of anything ever, with a few exceptions. They did an episode where they had like programmable viruses, and they tried to program it to eat potato skins so they didn't have to peel potatoes, and it just ate what it thought was the skin on anything. So it was like eating people's clothes, not their actual skin, but just the clothes. And every time they touched someone or something, it would like become infected, and then this virus would start eating the clothes off them. It's pretty funny, pretty bloody funny. It's evolution, baby. I think Pearl Jam did a song called Evolution. I think it was called Do the Evolution, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't even think it. I know it because the music video for that song is freaking amazing. How is this doing? Oh God. Oh, holy hell on toast. It just looks like a gone-off potato at the moment with, growths. It's not pretty. Not pretty at all, but it is slowly developing. If I can get it to stand upright and, have eyes instead of antennae, I don't think this is gonna be a problem. It might actually live. Whether it'll live outside the nursery is an entirely different prospect, because everything I have does fine in the nursery, because you've got these rovers running around. You can see these little blue... Hang on. Oh, now, here you go. Look, these guys and this guy, they buzz around keeping the nursery the nursery species alive, killing off the ones that are too deviant from the template, which is how you force evolution. But God, I've just been rambling this whole video. It does me good in videos like this to have a rant and a rave and just a babble. It gets things out of my head that are stuck in my head. Let's have a look. How are these... Oh, God. How are these guys doing? Alright, so this is a dominant species. 200 or so of them, which it just mutated into several different versions of while we were watching. There's this? I don't even know what to call these things half the time. This is the six-legged striped potato of doom. because it's me and, you know, random nouns. Crying out loud, this one just walks around with this button ear, like they're all trying to be Roombas. This one has several eyes in its mouth, you know, where eyes belong, naturally. Look at that. He looks more like a fish, but it has lungs and is a herbivore, so I don't know what it being a herbivore has to do with anything. There are plenty of herbivorous fish, but... Oh. God, look at this. I don't know if this one even has facial features. It just has a big head and little legs. It's... Yeah, that's as complicated as it gets. Well, this one, at least this one has got his head off the floor. Walk around, and 80 or so of those. Can't decide how many eyes it wants. You notice, look. They keep changing in size and number. And here's our guy. Looking really, really rather pink. Should be more brown than it is, I guess, but sure, why not? Hello, I am a thing and you're trying to make me into a human. I refuse. Rah! I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. There's definitely something wrong with me. I just don't know what it is. I get these periods when my brain just unravels itself. Look at these guys. What you can do is you can adjust this value. It says applied radiation 2 times background. What this does is create larger mutations. So it makes a bigger difference with each change that happens. Excuse me, I've got hiccups again. Oh, attack of the hiccups. Do apologise. What was I saying? Yeah, if you reduce this, so it's like 1 times background or less, it will make very fine, very small differences. Which takes longer, obviously, but it's more accurate. At the moment, we want the bigger changes. I could put this up to like 4 or 6 times, and this thing would just go stupid with its changes. And there's a balance. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to strike a balance. Look at him. He looks like a little baby. Jesus Christ! I've been playing. What, about 50 minutes already? Holy freaking hell. So I'll play for another 5 minutes and I'll cut it all down to like a 45 minute video. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just stick it on 10 times speed. I'll leave it. And I'll do a cut. And maybe I'll do a second episode where we come back and try and finish these guys off. While also seeing what these things turn into, because I'm kind of interested in that as well. But yeah, I'll do a cut and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we are. We're back again. I let it run for, I don't know, just over 5 minutes. Well, no, actually just under 10 minutes now that I look at the time. So how far have we made it? There was a huge, like, extinction. This went right down to 5 species, but now it's jumped back up again. Let's have a look at those. Oh, you can see, look, it's been progressing. Oh, wait, where are the living ones? Uh-oh, wait. Right. Not really sure what's happening here. I guess it reset the tree at some point. So, yeah, we've got this guy. There's 700 of these. Not sure what it is, but there's a lot of them. 7 of those. God. They're sort of almost spider-like. You can't have 8-limbed creatures in this, so there are no real spiders, but you can see what I mean. It's spider-ish. There's that guy that decided to grow flippers in the middle of his body. There's only 2 of these things. It's an offshoot of this, and now it's dead, because of course it is. Everything dies when I look at it. I think it's trying to tell me something. Huh. I I don't know what's going on with this extra set of legs here, but I don't like it. 200 of these little guys. Look, still walking around with this button here. 10 of them. 88 of them. 96 of these things, which are very similar to the other things, but where the clade diagram appears to have been reset. I can't really tell. 3 of them. Whatever them are. And what have we got in the nursery? Let's have a look. How big is that change? It's a better colour. Colour was the word I was going for. It's much more upright than it was. The limbs are starting to be appropriate sizes, although there's work there to do. The art... Oh God, I wish I hadn't done that. Oh Christ, it's looking right at me. Stop looking at me! Yeah, it's anyway, its eyes aren't on its lips. They are in a better place. It's just the wrong type and size, so that's got work to do as well. No, don't look at me. The body size is almost perfect. This guy's a little fatter, I guess. He's got more girth than this guy. Let's be a little bit more polite about it. This guy's girthier than this guy. But there is... Oh, I've also realised these eyes are the wrong colour. So that's a thing as well that needs to be worked on. But looking a lot more closer to this guy than he was. He was like almost horizontal previously. Let me see if I can grab one out of the nursery and we'll just have a look at its stats before I end the video. Maybe if I pause it, they won't die when I try and click them. There's an adult one, look. I think that's an adult one. Hang on a minute. Look at him walk! Look at his little legs! Look at him go! That's pretty funny. He's running to food, this guy. And it's not costing him more energy that he's going to get from the food, hopefully. Although, he appears to be going for food that's outside the nursery, which isn't... not really very smart, is it? Again, let's have a look at his stats. So he's lukewarm-blooded, an omnivore. He has lungs! He's not trying to be a fish out of water, I guess. He's hairy-skinned, pathetic health, minimal energy, a decent walk speed. I'm not sure how he gets that with his little legs, but alright. Very low stamina, really slow at swimming and can't do it for long. They're mostly harmless in combat, and they have simple growth mechanics, I guess. They're also gluttonous, insomniacs, pacifists. They're brave and promiscuous. What a collection of character traits. They're brave, pacifist, insomniac gluttons that are promiscuous. I don't know why I find that funny. I just do. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that as another episode of... Wait, I've forgotten what I'm playing. Species, yes, Artificial Life Real Evolution. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done those things already. You're new to the channel, go ahead and do that. I've got lots and lots of stuff for people to watch. I put out videos at least every other day, because I'm just a video making maniac these days. So yeah, there's all that stuff. I've 2 Video Tuesday tomorrow. So there's that to look forward to as well. That's when I'll be seeing you next, tomorrow, for our regular 2 videos. I did say last week on 2 Video Tuesday that I'd be doing a lot of colony survival stuff. I've done none of that. I'll either do it tonight or tomorrow morning in time for the video, but it's Son of Mogeth. Everything is just constantly up in the air because my brain doesn't let me do things. Anyway, enough of the rambling. Yeah, I'm Son of Mogeth. This is Species. I'll be back with more of this. I want to try and get these micro-humans to be an actual thing instead of a half-finished thing, which I'll do a lot on this game. So, yeah, I might bring it back this time next week. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.